Good morning, traders. Forex market situation update. We're back Monday morning, opening up the week. We got the Canadian Swiss franc, which seems to be having some difficulties pushing through 69.97. Now, this level, we've been following up on this level for a long time now. We've watched price come forward, approach that level time and time again, and every single time it failed to break through that level. Now, this is quite a unique situation because price had been trying to break through that level, believe it or not, ever since April 2020. All right, so that was the first attempt. And we had multiple attempts, guys. Take a look. That was the first, then second, right? Third here. Even this, even this move that seemed to be, price was definitely seemed to be breaking out, but it ended up being a false flag breakout. It was a false breakout. So price came back in, and I'm going to show you that. Look, I'm going to show you that from the monthly perspective. You can see that just all this huge breakout was ended up just being a huge spike. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But take a look how many attempts later on. Right, another one here, and then a couple more here, and just last week, would you believe that, another one, all failed. But you know what, last week was quite interesting. Take a look at the closing price on this one. It's quite sensational. It's 69.968, which is practically right on that level, right? It just closed right on the spot level, just less than a pip below, right? Now let me take you quickly to the monthly chart just to show you how this looks like from this angle. Remember that big breakout that we just showed you on the weekly chart? That's how it ended up. Huge spike. So clearly this is a monumental resistance level, 69.97, that's been challenged multiple times before. Even from the monthly perspective, you can see how many spikes, right? Price was trying to break through. To me, this kind of suggests that this is a wall of resistance. It's not going to cave in, and there's only one scenario that's gonna follow up all of these failed attempts, which is at some point, it's hard to say when, of course, but at some point price will have to change direction and take all of those previous lows until it hits 68.75 at the very minimum. So that's like 300 pip right there, right? So guys, even though we have been fooled before by Canadian Swiss, I mean, I clearly remember pulling the trigger after September attempt. There was attempt on September last year. We took that. We did follow that false breakdown, and we got in. But later on, we had to get out because price couldn't break through 68.45, and we ended up, just closing a position that gave us pretty much nothing. But right now I feel that this might be the last attempt to break through that 69.97, and I think it's worth the shot, right? Because if you think about it, even though price had been very resilient pushing forward, we're still gonna have, if we can catch price right here, at the very edge of that system, that leaves us a relatively close stop loss level as opposed to a relatively far away target, which kind of sets the risk to reward ratio in a pretty attractive levels. So we think we're going to play out that ratio. We think it's worthwhile to try and perhaps this time catch a full-blown downside reversal move. All right, so here's the bottom line. Right after this video, pulling the trigger on the Canadian Swiss franc, we're going to place our stop loss level at 71 spot, and we're going to aim at 66.76, but we're also going to take notice of 68.45 as a potential secondary target. Alright guys, that's about that. Canadian Swiss looks like it's about to turn around. We'll have to come back and follow up on the situation. There you go. See you in the next video. Take care.